to lose you. Every
Yo, what's the crack?
What?
What's the crack?
I'm not even sure what that means. But you know what I've never noticed until tonight?
What?
That the little, in our intro, there's a mention of increased bird activity.
Yes, there is.
And all I can think of is, the ducks on the runway incident.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
They get slippery.
Oh my goodness, you've not seen anything till you've seen a Cessna versus duck encounter. Let me tell you.
Oh, goodness. Hey, welcome to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville in Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramar area or at www.chmafm.com.
On the internet.
Yes, this is ground control at YMC Midgic Airport. You are joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
And me, Air Traffic Controller Luke.
Join us for the next hour as we watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by and by.
This weather update
So, Luke!
pains me.
Yeah, this one would probably...
I've been rooting for winter since before winter got here, and I guess I'm going to go out still rooting for winter. But seeing how this isn't a pre-recorded live show, it's a live show,
yeah.
and it's 8 degrees and raining outside.
Yeah.
And from the tower here, I can see some snow piled up in the corner of the Midgic Airport parking lot, but
that's about it.
That's about it, let me tell you.
I literally looked at my loving, beautiful wife this afternoon and very, bashfully went, feels like spring today.
Oh.
Which is nice for me.
Yeah.
Awful for you.
Yeah, for those of us wanting to participate in winter sports. I had a goal of even going skiing once this winter, just once to see how badly I could hurt myself.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ski season's been real short because it was warm coming in too.
Yeah, man.
We don't usually have a warm coming in, warm going out winter.
You usually get one or the other. This year, nothing.
We'll see. March is a long month. We'll see what we get in March.
Listen, I'm hopeful for a good 1 or 2 day straight snowstorm at some point in March, just to give me a little.
Give you a week to go do stuff,
Oh, even a day or two, even just to be there's something great about it. It's this speaks to a little bit of privilege of having a warm place to stay and ample amounts of firewood. But I really love being home during a good snowstorm and can't even see the neighbor's place and get a good fire on, and
that is really nice.
Yeah,
so
it's a great thing.
Hey, you said you had a song to
amp us up.
Yeah, because we needed to be amped up this week compared to last week.
Yeah, so if you go to that, we're gonna play a tune called by Like a Motorcycle, which is a great band name.
That is a good band name.
And far be it from us to put things on the playlist simply because of a great band name. It's never happened before.
No, not once.
But this tune, Legwork, it's I think it just get a little bit of energy pumping into us after a long day here in the air traffic control tower.
Yeah, here's Legwork by Like a Motorcycle. legwork by Like a Motorcycle. Do you know what takes a lot of legwork?
Riding a motorcycle?
And playing sports.
Oh, what a segue.
Yeah.
You've been working on that all week, I bet.
I knew
It's
you were
good.
going to do legwork.
Yeah.
So
You had that queued up.
I had it queued up.
Amazing.
Specifically,
You know, I don't think other radio shows even talk about their segues.
they're doing segues wrong.
Maybe.
Because, like, what is a segue if you don't actually talk
Acknowledge
about
it.
the segue?
It's like when you explain the joke,
Yeah.
it makes it
Better.
much better.
American football.
Yes.
Gridiron football. Exists all
Why
over the
is
world.
it called gridiron football? Like, I understand American
Yeah, the field
football.
is called a gridiron sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. But
We'll look this up, folks, and get back to you.
we will.
I kind of assume you know this since you're like a football.
A big football guy, yeah.
enthusiast.
If we're talking about, like, I'm the sports guy, football is the sport of the sports.
Yeah, and
I
if
do
one
the
of us
most.
is the sports guy here.
Yeah.
We know who the team
Um,
captain leader is.
but I've never questioned why it's called gridiron football.
All
But
right.
there are gridiron football leagues all around the world. CFL, of course, being the
Very similar to American football.
Yep, and the second biggest one in the world.
Oh.
There are other minor American leagues, and there are a lot of minor leagues all over the world.
Okay.
Japan has a football league, which is, from my understanding, insane, that I will do at some point.
Okay.
Um,
Bet you they have great team names.
I'm sure they have incredible team names.
All right.
But today I really wanted to look at what's kind of looked at outside of North America, the biggest league.
Okay.
So we have a lot of minor leagues. XFL's coming back. The USFL, Arena Football are all minor professional sport leagues in America.
Mm-hmm.
But the German Football League is typically considered the biggest outside of North America.
Okay.
And the German Football League, founded in 1979. So it has like
It's a pretty good run.
It has quite. There's a lot of sports leagues that we've talked about on here.
Yeah, that are
that are
not.
way younger than this.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about sports, because sports leagues are a dime a dozen. Like,
Yeah.
even like our major sports league, like if we look at the quote unquote fifth major sports league in North America right now, would be MLS, Major League Soccer,
Okay.
and that's way younger than the GFL.
Mm-hmm.
Similar. So there's some things very similar and some things very different.
So, like the CFL, they don't follow the rules exactly.
Well, they do actually a little bit more so. So they follow college rules, which are pretty much identical.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into the very minute
Yeah,
differences
that's all
between
right.
NCAA and NFL rules. But what I will say is there are a few things in the GFL that are more like soccer, of course, with its European
Yeah. There's
heritage. So teams...
more kicking of the football.
It's funny. It's not in the rules that it differs, at least the most part.
Huh.
The part I find that differs the most is the minor league system. And in a sense, they have relegation, just like a lot of soccer leagues or football leagues do.
Yeah, I'm really not-
So relegation would be like, oh, are you the worst team?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the season,
You're going to go up against.
the best team of the lower league. If you lose,
Oh, you go to the
you
lower.
are
and they-
relegated to the lower league.
Yeah.
And the winner of the lower league comes up. So there is GFL and GFL2. So GFL2 is essentially the minor league of...
the feeder series for the German football. League.
Yeah. So we'll go over both the team names. And I love that idea.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was more consequences in...
More pro sports leagues. For
Yeah.
if you're just terrible, we're going to bump you to.
a worse league.
Wow.
Like, if you're garbage, you shouldn't be in this league anymore.
Man.
And what we do is we just like, okay, you're garbage. Here's a superstar draft pick. Like, we're talking about the NBA. The big one right now is Victor Wembanyama. Of course. Let's look at the GFL team. So they have two conferences. We talk about a lot of sports with conferences. So we have the Berlin Adlers, the Berlin Rebels,
All right.
the New Yorker
I wonder
Lions.
since they have two Berlin teams if they're if they're based on the former Berlin Lions. If you know what I mean.
You know what? Yeah, fair. The Dresden Monarchs, the Kiel Baltic Hurricanes, the Paderborn Dolphins, the Potsdam Royals. So these are like some German places. Like, I am fairly geographically apt. Like, I have an understanding of places. And I'm sorry, I don't know where Alagua is.
Yeah, I've even been to Germany and some of these town names. Ingolstadt. Yeah, that's that one I do know. But
The Ingolstadt Dukes, the Marburg Mercenaries, the Munich Cowboys, who I believe are the best team in the league, if it's not the New Yorker Lions.
Okay.
The Ravensburg Razorbacks.
I'm going to give the best team name already. I'm going to stop you right there and give it to the Mercenaries, because we haven't seen Mercenaries, I don't think, in any sports league yet.
We also have,
and that's probably closest to what a pro athlete is, right? It's like we're
he's a
just gonna throw the word out there and be like, in the olden times, you might be like, are you the best pirate? Well, I'm the best pirate here that you can hire.
Yeah,
great. Or the best soldier or whatever.
See, I think I'm going to skip one. I'll get back to it, but I think the Schwabish Hall Unicorns might be my favorite.
The Unicorns?
Yeah.
Listen, their merch game is probably...
it has to be great.
I really hope they have hats.
I might have to get one.
Yeah.
The Saarland Hurricanes and the Straubing Spiders. I did have the GFL 2 leagues here at one point. I am unable to find it right now, but that's fine. Because if you win the GFL, you go to the European League of Football, or the top two teams go. And sorry, this is actually a different league completely. I'll get to this another time. They used to have, there used to be an English league, a French league, a German league, and let's say an Italian league. And after they would crown the champion of each of the countries,
there'd be another round of playoffs.
Yeah, so they would
national pride.
So they would go, a team, let's say the Monarchs win the Munich Monarchs win the German Bowl, which is what it's called. They go on and play for the Euro Bowl against the teams of the other nations. Unfortunately, we haven't had a Euro Bowl since the pandemic. I was doing a little bit of reading. I do not see it coming back anywhere, at least right now. But that is our GFL. So American gridiron football is alive and well kind of all over the world. If you know where to look.
Especially in Germany.
Especially in Germany. Season starts, I believe, real soon. I think the season is starting here in March. So if you want to look up and check out your GFL, I believe you can, in Canada,
watch it on one of the sports units. Sports distribution.
One of the sports distribution platforms. Official website is gfl.info. They do not have where you can find.
I'm sure there's a way to find it.
There's definitely a way to find them. You can find it out on gfl.info. I got the GFL 2 teams real quick. The Dusseldorf Panthers, the Hiddlesheim Invaders, the Langfield Longhorns, the Lübeck Cougars, the Munster Blackhawks, the Oldenburg Knights, the Rostock Griffins, the Solingen Paladins. Oh, this one's great. Bad Homburg Sentinels. I want to go to Bad Homburg now.
Similar to Good Homburg, but
worse. The Frankfurt Universe, the Firsty Razorbacks. We have two Razorbacks. Why do we have two Razorbacks?
Be like the good Razorbacks
and the bad Razorbacks,
just like they have with Homburg.
We got the Gieben Golden Dragons, the Kirchdorf Wildcats. Oh my goodness. Forsheim Wild Dogs, Regensburg Phoenix, and the Stuttgart Scorpions. Wow.
Yeah,
That was awful.
As far as ranking their team names, I would give them okay.
Okay is what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna play a song. Do you know what else is okay?
What's that?
Babe Ruth.
Oh my goodness! Are we actually going to hear the tune this time?
I hope so. So this, I tried to play this room twice last week. It didn't work. Let's see if Babe Ruth by the Town Heroes works today. So hopefully this is Babe Ruth by the Town Heroes.
Hit the button.
Babe Ruth, what a hit. You know what else?
What?
He had the highest slugging percentage of all time of any baseball player with .690.
Okay, what's a slug versus, like, I've heard the term slugger, but is it like a, okay, maybe I'm just asking too many technical questions about sports tonight.
Look, all I'm saying is,
you know what I know about Babe Ruth?
Could hit the ball, and you're going to knock this What You Reading segment out of the park.
No, my what you're eating is pretty mild. I'm still slogging through Walden. I'm sorry to the person who bought me that book that I've been knocking it so much. I'm getting through it. But the other night I wanted to read something a little less. I haven't been reading every night like I usually do. But the other night I picked up a book off my bookshelf that I read probably a decade ago, and for some reason I've still been carting it around, but it's called A Year in the Melt, which would translate as A Year in the Poo. And it's like apparently vaguely autobiographical. That's not right.
autobiographical.
That's where I was headed.
Yeah.
Stephen Clark wrote it in English about his time going to work in France, and basically just like for a corrupt boss, and astounded by the way business and everything else works in France. So it's pretty light.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Just something different.
Yeah, and like I've never been to France, nor have I been to England, so it's simultaneous. Like satire is the best way to learn about another country.
I don't think that's
Probably.
that sounds completely reasonable.
Short
to me.
of going there,
Yeah.
or speaking to someone from there.
Being immersed in the culture is probably the best way to.
Yeah,
But like reading about it from another guy's
yeah,
almost the same.
When it's super critical, it's the best way.
Yeah.
That way you don't get the whole idealized view of a different country.
I'm still gonna do a UFO update.
I thought that providing a book update, we'd dodge the UFO discussion, but go ahead.
I think it's hilarious that I keep doing this.
Mm-hmm. It's not my least favorite thing.
No,
to do on
you're the least favorite thing is the other thing I find hilarious that you do not. So, this is the jellyfish UFO. This is from Denmark in 1974. Okay, So on January 17th, 1974, UFO a sighting occurred at Lake Narsø in Viborg, Jutland, Denmark. The incident involved a local businessman named Mr. TM, who captured a photograph of an unidentified flying object that became known as a jellyfish UFO. The image depicted a discoid object enveloped in a peculiar cloud-like formation, resembling the ethereal creature of the sea.
Whoa.
The sighting has attracted the attention of scientists and UFO enthusiasts alike. Mr. TM was enjoying a leisurely Sunday morning walk with his dog when he noticed something unusual in the sky about 500 to 1,000 meters away. He observed a strange object with a a white cloud. Intrigued, he quickly reached for his trusty 35 millimeter camera, which he habitually used to capture images of birds around the lake. Seizing the opportunity, Mr. TM snapped a photograph of the enigmatic sight
of the flying jellyfish.
The incident caught the attention of the Danish police officer KK, who thoroughly investigated the sighting. KK sent the negatives to the Central Bureau for Color Photography in Copenhagen. This branch of the police is responsible for assessing photographic evidence. Was intrigued by the anomalous image. After careful analysis, experts estimated the size of an object or phenomenon to be about 20 meters. I'm not going to read anymore because...
Do you feel like the time before internet and pocket phones was just a much better time for elaborate practical jokes?
Yes.
Like
100%.
if you were going to take a weather balloon and
try to make it
fill
look
it
like
with smoke and then put a heat source in it to just mess with the locals of your small
100%.
town?
Yeah. But can I show you a picture?
Because it was just a fluke this one guy had a camera that day. That
100%.
he's Mr. Bird Watcher.
Yeah,
and
he happens to be a
camera
bird
on.
watcher with a camera.
I
do want to show you the picture.
Okay.
Because we do have the picture.
There's nothing like pictures on radio.
Exactly.
Truly.
But I want you to experience the picture, and I want the listener to experience your reaction.
Okay.
So the picture was declassified by the Danish Armed Forces in 2009 after a comprehensive report. I'm showing Luke the image now of the UFO.
I'm preparing.
What do you think?
Oh, it does look quite jellyfishy.
It does look quite jellyfishy.
Yeah.
That's straight up a cloud. That's just a cloud.
Yeah.
It is a cloud. There's no way that's anything but a cloud. That's a cloud that kind of looks like a jellyfish.
Have you seen the pictures of clouds like right before thunderstorms and stuff where they look like someone took a coffee cup of cloud and emptied it?
Yes.
And made molds of clouds with like the top of a freshly baked buns out of the oven?
Yes.
It's like that. It's just if they only have one bun.
I'm saying...
This is how I'm attempting to describe it to our audience.
I'm saying think of a jellyfish.
Yeah. A jellyfish-shaped cloud.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. But, it's a nice picture.
It's a really nice picture of a jellyfish-shaped clown. In zero ways...
Does it strike you as a UFO?
It doesn't even resemble a UFO. It looks like a jellyfish.
He just saw a cool cloud while he was out looking for ducks.
He saw a really cool cloud and sent it to the cops. I wonder if... Anyway.
Maybe that was the joke. In which case... top marks.
Great joke.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna play a song.
Are we? Why don't
yeah.
we get our
A francophone?
get our francophone on. More so than that, it's gonna be some hardcore shiak tonight.
Hey,
Like,
we're doing some hardcore shiak, and maybe we'll see 9 pieces of luggage.
yeah, 'cause
in
you're
the
gonna
clouds.
you're gonna hear radio out of Moncton area.
Yes.
Been around for a couple of years doing things.
So here's a 9-piece luggage set by Radio.
6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. En valise, det är valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. En valise, det är valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. En valise, det är valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. En valise, det är valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. Fette bagage, collecte gage, chagage, je parle, chagrin de la nage. English Channel, really homage, Jesus Christ, BB, Victoria Pirage. De Hollywood, de Bollywood, de teleclowns, spaghetti westerns, som de bord de Mars. T'as payé movie classic, personne n'a compris. T'as été over budget, personne t'avait dit. J'ai des belles valises, plus de place sur les mains, j'ai des belles valises, j'ai des belles valises, j'ai des belles valises, de Belize à Venise, c'est mes Telegram fees. Je fais des voyages, fais des pèlerinages, pas que de swag, des name tag, puis que des bagages. Pas avec tout ça, aïe où est-ce qu'on va? On head check pas, bat de chemin pas. Collect des air miles, c'est un aeroplane. Hitchhike sur une bike, pas de scenic view. J'ai pas de mes valises, y'a des hard partout. J'ai pas de mes valises, y'a des hard partout. Piece luggage set, she jet set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. En valise, det valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. En valise, det valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. C'est pour le look, this is av en deuil. Casse gun sur une triple partout si tu veux. You never know, det är choc si vi change ta chemise. À cause ta vieille t-shirt, ça comme l'alcoolise. Gros surprise, kasta par ta valise. Vi nästan fick bygga ta car, kosta Petra kör. À cause c'est custom fit, I'm inte custom slick. C'est ma 9-piece luggage set. Custom fit. Parasol, travels, check portier. C'est check portier, c'est check portier. Parasol, travels, check portier. C'est tout ce que ça prend pour se promener. Custom officer, Lumpy Trippy. One more 9-piece luggage, more 9-piece luggage. Custom officer, Lumpy Trippy. One more 9-piece luggage set, custom set. Piece luggage set, she jet set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. 6 jäkar det coke och så gunnen par och väckte 9-piece luggage set. She jet set. En valise, det valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. En valise, det valiser på sig får man 9-piece luggage set. She jet set.
Luke, are you set for some news?
I'm so prepared for news,
Nice.
and I have some news for you as well. But I'll let you go first.
Sounds good. So I have the news in front of me for what's going on here in Tantramar
this
this
is
week.
current events.
Current
Oh,
events.
well, upcoming events.
Yeah, upcoming events. So on Tuesday, March 5th, we have the Bragg Artist Masterclass. So Jess Gillum, who is a British saxophonist and BBC radio presenter, is coming into Mount Allison this week to work with the music students. Gillum is the youngest ever presenter on BBC Radio 3. The first saxophonist to be signed to Decca Classics, which is actually quite huge.
So presumably pretty talented.
I would say very
Human being.
talented for the amount of success she's had at a very young age. There is a master class if anyone would wish to attend. That's 3 p.m. On Tuesday evening, March 5th. and that'll be at the Brunton Auditorium. After that, we have Women's Reflection Group Seeds of Hope, Wind's Breath. The theme is Seeds of Hope as we approach spring. So the Reflection Group has the theme of Seeds of Hope, and that is 131 Fayersfield Road, $25. Pay what you can. This is all on Tuesday. And then Greater Dorchester, moving forward, has the Neighborhood Cafe, which is free in Dorchester, 8 Station Road. Moving forward, it's Tuesday. Cafes are back. That is 8 Station Road, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We have the Braggs Artist Public Talk and Artist Colloquium and Performance all on Wednesday, March 6th. That's all from Jess Gillum as well. So the performance is at 12:30 p.m. That is free. I wish they had these in order. They don't. They have them in backwards order. So at 12:30 we have the artist performance. At 4 p.m. we have the artist colloquium, and at 7:30 p.m. we have the public talk. Those are all at Brunton Theatre. My goodness, we have a lot going on this week. Really quickly, we have the Ethics of Policy Choices in Era of Climate Breakdown. That is the annual speaker event for the Philosophy Department, and that is at Mount Allison Crabtree Auditorium. That is Thursday, March 7th. That is free, and that starts at 7 p.m. We have Doug Murphy, CEO of Chorus Entertainment, coming in delivering a talk on how storytelling shapes culture to deliver success and happiness. That is Windsor Hall Grand Room at 7 p.m. We have Immediate Family, which is the Amherst, which is at Amherst Theatre. That would be the Sackville Film Society. That is $10 as always, 7:30 on Thursday as always. And finally, we have 2 more concerts, actually. Friday, we have the Jess Gillum in concert. That's $15 at the Brunton Auditorium. And then Saturday, we have a music ensemble with a guest concert, the 5th Century. That is at the University Chapel, 7:30. The Mount A Choristers, directed by Kira Galloway, are joined by the Baroque Saxophone Quartet. That's exciting. That's a lot of music this week.
And a heavy saxophone rotation.
Yeah, we got a lot of, when you have a young killer sax player coming in for a week.
Probably bringing in a lot of people who are into
sax.
Yeah.
Right? That is the Tantramar Events. What's our news, Luke?
Man, as far as I'm concerned, New Brunswick just lost our premier potato chip.
I know,
producer.
right?
Covered Bridge potato chips, which as far as I know was the only place in New Brunswick you could go get a bag of unflavored chips, like a brown paper bag, and go at their condiment wall to make yourself your own custom concoction of chips. And we make a great number of great things here in New Brunswick. We make a lot of potatoes.
Just
a ton in that upper part of the province there, upper St. John River Valley. And it's sad to see New Brunswick business go up in flames.
Literally. It is sad.
And I imagine it was quite the flames. I could think that a batch of vats of oil, when it started going, they go. I can only imagine.
I'm hoping they have really good insurance. I'm hoping that everyone is safe.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they come back. It's never good to lose businesses.
No. I went to try and get some at the store. When I got there was none. I was hoping because it was sold out, but I think
I'll be looking around the next few days to see if I can pick some up.
There you go.
My news, I'm going back to Shep. We've been talking a lot about Shep. We're back to Shep this week.
We're your source for Shep the Sandpiper news.
Yeah. If you don't know, how do you not know about Shep?
Shep the Sandpiper from Dorchester, sir.
Exactly. The
statuesque figure.
The now nationally recognized because he's been in the news so much.
Wow.
We're just in CTV again. This one came this week. CTV got picked up that this whole thing, and I'm not going to I'm not going to demean us and read the entire article, mostly because we don't have time, or I would.
Give me Cole's notes.
But, it's the same stuff that we talked about. New Brunswick Town Councillors has a release of the investigation into her efforts to bring a giant bird sculpture to the community of Victory. That would, of course, be Tantramart Councillor Debbie Wiggins-Caldwell, who, the municipality spent $19,000 to conclude that she shouldn't have put a pair of feet and a beak on public grounds, essentially. It costs $19,167.11. That is to, luckily, New Brunswick-based Montana Consulting Group. I'm glad that at least it's a New Brunswick-based corporation, that consulting group that got the work for that. But the reason I bring this up is because in what was released, there are two people whose names were redacted, but two people who put in complaints about the feet and the beak and about Shep.
Beak complaints.
Both of them redacted, but
I could understand in Sackville, 'cause Sackville's like heavy on the birds, right? Like the ducks, we got duck sidewalks, we got ducks in the pond. Since the loss of the swans, it's been all ducks.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I get the sandpipers fly through Dorchester, but it's only one. Like the rest of the town isn't. Well, you can't have like one bird. I mean, a big one, but
apparently there's at least one person who very much does not want that bird, and has made it very known. That's Bill Steele, who is the owner of the prison.
Oh, I see.
Out in Dorchester. And just, was reading a lot of his comments on the Facebooks about just how freaking pleased he was with himself that, like, his complaint went this far, and, like, how this was justice for the town, and how, like, Debbie's should fall in line, and, counselors are running amok here, and
I don't think we need to start slandering individuals here, but
I'm saying what he was saying online.
Sufficient to say,
he's very pleased. Bill's very pleased with himself.
It seems like a lot of hubbub about a bird statue.
It seems like one guy is very happy that $20,000 were spent because he seems to have a personal vendetta against one person, and I am very happy that this man is very happy that he spent 20,000 tax dollars on something that really could have been spent on anything else. Literally anything else. I would have rather $20,000 be round up in the middle of the community center.
Yes.
Set on fire.
Oh.
Because at least that could warm someone for a couple minutes.
Wow.
Than what we spent it on.
It's a bold statement.
And this guy's very, very pleased with his actions. That's all I'm saying. That's my news.
That's very pointed.
Anyway, do you know who else is really pleased with their actions?
Some of the other broadcasters on CHMA, the voice of the marshes.
You know what? You are right. We don't usually do that yet, but we will do that right now.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think? Do you got one, or you just...
Yeah, of course I got one. Because what else are you going to do Friday night at 8 o'clock when you're working on hot rods in your garage?
Yeah.
But listen to Blind Date.
No, I feel like this may have been exactly what you did Friday night.
It was almost exactly. Not almost exactly. It was exactly what I was doing Friday night. And I was so pumped because it was a good show. And they always put on a great show.
Yeah.
But it's probably why they get that primetime Friday night slot.
It's true.
But also, we got our little radio read during the show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah.
That is nice. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Blind Date. Now you got one.
Yeah. Not that it should be like a quid pro quo thing.
No, but it is nice to get yours read out on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have no clue who we are or what we do.
None whatsoever. Well, they don't broadcast out of this the CHMA studio or out of the Midgic Airport.
No, it's
broom
true.
Closet.
It's true.
So our chances for crossing over would be
highly, quite slim.
Slim,
except for like the big. Every time all the radio peoples come in, You know?
Does that happen? Is there a buffet?
Yeah, there is.
Huh.
Like every month.
I've never been invited once.
Well, formerly known as Under the Needle, live on KEXP brings you the very best of KEXP's world-renowned live in-studio remote performances. I don't know if you know this, Luke. I started doing the next promo. I'm talking about another show.
Yes, I caught on to that.
Okay, each
when you
week-
were talking about live on KEXP.
Each week, we'll bring you a new live session from emerging artists to well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They've had artists like Macklemore and Raul Lewis, Alabama Shakes, Phoebe Bridges, The National, Gary Clark Jr., Christian McBride, and so much more.
They had anyone from Atlanta, Canada?
Not on my list.
Okay.
Full video of all live on KEXP performances available at youtube.com/KEXP, including a new performance by Vancouver band, the New Pornographers. You can check them out on KEXP.org. So that is right after this show. That is Sunday at 7 p.m. Right after that, Sunday at 8 p.m., we have a primarily Black Atlantic-centric podcast, website, and media channel with the goal of bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world. Hosted by Clinton Davis and Hillary LeBlanc, we have Black Atlantic. Check them out at www.blackatlantic.ca. Follow on Spotify and visit their YouTube page. Finally, starting at 9 o'clock p.m., we have The Night Shift. Here, Luca Capone spin a diverse, adventurous mix of sounds ranging from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop with a focus on Canadian and Canadian and independent artists.
Right.
And do you know who else is quite eclectic in the sounds that they make?
Who is that?
Old Man Ludica.
Man, I've been listening to so much Old Man Ludica the last month, and you can tell it by what I'm adding to the playlist.
Yeah.
But, and I see the tune you're queuing up.
Yep.
What a banger.
So here's Joy
And
of Cooking.
it's going to get our banjo quote in.
We got to
for
get the
week.
banjo quota in.
Yeah.
Joy of Cooking by Old Man Ludica.
In uncertain hours, our forebears look to the more certain powers of the Holy Good Book. They opened up a verse, then they read out the word. There was the voice of God and the answer that they heard. But as for me, I've a less oracular bent. Spend most of my time wondering where my time was spent. A particular desperation on a Sunday afternoon. All I held is good and right. Shelf near my Bible, opened up a book, culinary survival. I took a look in, joy of cooking, joy of cooking. Ohio, Ohio. If I'm not mistaken, the answer's bacon. The answer's bacon. Ohio, Ohio. I went and got my frying pan. I cooked about a pound. Me and my little wife and children sat us down. And grace was spoken in that bacon scent profound. All I had lost was found. I took a look in, joy of cooking, joy of cooking. Ohio, Ohio. If I'm not mistaken, the answer's bacon. The answer's bacon. Ohio, Ohio.
Thomas, where else are you going to get a kazoo solo
It's true.
on a Sunday night?
It's true. Not any other stations you can get here in the Tantramar area, except if you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM and
The voice of the marshes.
The voice of the marshes. Hey, do you know who else has a voice?
Who else has a voice?
Our gold stars this week.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have one yet?
You know what? I was going to give it to the snow removal folks who, like, are probably more or less disappointed with the winner than I am.
Yes,
But, like,
fair.
can you imagine getting paid for doing snow removal and the poop kicking you would have taken over this winner?
Yeah.
So, like, maybe the next time you see someone, if you're privileged enough to have someone clear your driveway, like, buy them a coffee or something, because
Yeah.
they're
not making much.
But been a hard year on the old snow removal
It
business.
has. So we'll put in snow removers,
Yep.
and I'm doing something we have never done.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be our first time double gold star. This person is getting a second gold star. They have
What?
already gotten a gold star once. They've gotten a gold star by you, and now they're getting a gold star by me.
I'm doing a drum roll.
Do the drum roll.
Fictitiously.
Here it is.
Imagine your drum roll now. Go.
Shep the Sandpiper.
Shep the giant sandpiper.
Yeah, Shep the Sandpiper is our first ever 2-time winner of a gold star.
Folks, if anyone out there has written a song about Shep, we will give it airplay.
Oh, 100%. I might
Regardless
do that
of
myself.
genre, regardless of how much kazoo is in the tune or banjo.
I kind of feel like making the song myself and putting banjo and kazoo in it now.
I
I do have the power to do such.
Yes. If I listen, I don't often aspire to do anything musically, but if you will be my Mr. Miyagi,
Yes.
to my kazoo training,
Oh, yes.
I will apply myself. I will practice kazoo.
Can you hum?
I think so.
I think we're good.
All right.
Perfect. So next week, my friends, you're gonna
The timeline is ambitious.
you're gonna hear our duo on banjo and kazoo. I need to go get banjo strings. One of mine is broken right now. Hey, do you want to listen to a song?
Yeah, let's listen to a song. What do you got for me this week?
You know what? I don't have much, but do what I do have.
What's that?
I
The
have.
people don't know, but the playlist this week, despite being tremendously disjointed, was principally my picks. So
I think they have been.
yeah,
I have a lot of tall pine trees in the back of my house,
yes.
so I'm going to play "Tall Pine" by Jamie Como and the Crooked Teeth.
Ah, the Crooked Teeth, hit it.
He envisions her as a body of water, beautiful and elegant, as a whole, oh, ripple after ripple, surrounding his soul. And if only she could hold him, except he floats below the skies. All those hidden memories of him staring in those eyes. Oh no, she'd just rather stay by. Breathe the air and hang around for a long time. Under that penny tree is where you'll find me. Under that tall pine. She imagines him as a burning fire scorching through the night, but she can't get too close to him. She's dangerously bright. She'd just rather stay by. the run, yeah. She just wants to be with you. Breathe the air and hang around for a long time. Under that penny tree is where you find me. Under that tall pine.
Tall Pine by Jamie Como and the Crooked Teeth. Do you know who else is a tall pine of water? A tall drink, a tall...
I think the segue magic is rubbing off, or doing poorly.
Eagle Eye Lanu Cherry.
Excuse me?
Is a Swedish singer and stage performer.
Okay.
His 1997 single, Save Tonight, achieved commercial success in Ireland, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Mm-hmm. It was voted Song of the Year in New Zealand. Cherry is the son of American jazz artist Don Cherry and Swedish artist...
the pocket trumpet guy?
Yeah, and Swedish artist and designer Moki Cherry, and we'll probably get into Moki at some point. But yeah, Eagle Eye was like, Save Tonight... Gonna break and
Oh, yeah,
that song.
yeah, I do know that song.
Yeah. That's Don Cherry's kid, Eagle Eye.
Wow,
Isn't that kind of neat?
that is really neat. That's the best Don Cherry update we've had since I learned about the jazz.
You learned about Don
legend,
Cherry.
Don Cherry. Ah,
I'm glad.
What a way to end the show
Not
tonight.
all Don Cherry updates are terrible. I bat like 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, but for some reason, you always remember the... You know, it's like customers when you're in customer service. You never remember the 99 good customers. You remember the one that was
the one
a pain in the derriere.
Yeah, the one a little bit less than good one. Hey, thanks for listening.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you for CHMA for hosting and broadcasting. You can check them out at chmafm.com and at chmafm on all the socials.
Which is on the internet.
And those are, everything I just said is on the internet. Do you know what else is on the internet?
A tremendous amount of things.
Us. Check out midgicairport.com. You can visit our merch store there. You can give us a shout out on all the socials at Midgic Airport, except on X, formerly known as Twitter, which we are at Midgic_Airport. Starting next week, I believe, our Twitch channel will be streaming right after the show at 7:30. There you can catch Jay, Sean, Dan, and myself. We are playing some old school video games. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
So we're focusing on old Nintendo games, be them N64 or Super Nintendo. But that's only if you're not staying put for live on KEXP, which is next, which is what you'll tune into afterwards. The highlights of these Twitch streams will be posted daily on our YouTube channel, which guess what?
Still on the internet?
Still on the internet. Also
Tremendous.
still at Midgic Airport.
The cohesiveness.
But we literally everything except Twitter, which is so annoying.
Wow.
I tried to message the person who has Midgic Airport on Twitter, and they have not messaged me back.
If anyone local knows who's holding on to it.
It has to be someone local, right?
Yes.
Like, there's no way Midgic Airport is taken anywhere else. Anyway, finally, if you missed an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. Where do you get your podcasts, Luke?
On the radio, sir.
You get all your podcasts.
I don't usually listen to podcasts. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't jump on the...
It's just like no car podcasts?
I used to when I worked on the road, and I spent a lot of time in the vehicle and
fair.
had time to kill, but not something I look up on my own.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, folks. Have a good evening.